Welcome back to Berry Life, bringing you easy and delicious recipes from around the world. Today we're making DUBU JORIM. DUBU is Korean for tofu, and JORIM meaning braised or simmered. Hence, DUBU JORIM is a Korean braised tofu dish, made by simmering tofu in a spicy and savory sauce. It's well loved in Korea by people of all ages, for its flavor and simplicity. And once you make it, you'll know why. So let's get started. We'll start with the tofu. Here we have an extra firm block of tofu that we've pressed for about 20 minutes. Technically you don't need to press the tofu, but we prefer to, because by pressing out the liquid, the tofu becomes spongy, which helps to better absorb the braising liquid. In addition to that, we like to cut the tofu into small bite-sized squares, about 1/4 of an inch thick. These will fry nicely and become tender as they soak in all of that delicious sauce. Tofu is a staple of Korean cuisine, and has been for centuries. It was introduced through early Chinese influences, and later evolving into a key ingredient in Buddhist temple food. During the Joseon dynasty, it became widely popular in vegetarian and plant-based diets. While at one point tofu was a luxury item associated with special occasions, over time it became more common in daily meals. In the Berry household, we make tofu dishes at least 2 to 3 times a week. Tofu is such a versatile ingredient, and we're always looking to experiment, wanting to use it in a variety of dishes and cuisines from all over the world. Check out our tofu compilation video at the link above, or on our blog at berrylife.com, where we have around 25 tofu recipes and are always looking to add more every week. Along with the tofu, we'll need some aromatics, starting with minced garlic. The finer the chop, the bolder the flavor. Did you know Chuck Norris once ate an entire bulb of garlic? And the garlic cried for mercy. What do you call a garlic who wins every argument? The bulb of wisdom. Next, a medium onion. We'll use the entire onion and go with a small dice. This dish is supposed to be spicy, so we prefer a sweet onion. However, feel free to use any onion variety you'd like, including shallots. Onion and garlic are extremely common in Asian cuisine. They're believed to have health benefits in Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine. They boost immunity, aid in digestion, and have antibacterial properties. And lastly, 2 to 3 stalks of scallions, or green onions, again using a finer dice. The smaller pieces will easily blend into the sauce, releasing their flavor into the braising liquid, and help to bulk it up. That's it for the prep. Now in a wok over medium heat, we'll add 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. This may seem like a lot, but this is all the oil we'll be using in this recipe. And add in the tofu pieces while the oil is heating up to prevent splattering. Then pan fry them until they're beautifully golden. Should take about 4 to 5 minutes. And then flip them to fry the other side. You can actually do this step ahead of time and store the tofu in the refrigerator or freezer for easy meal planning. As you may have noticed from our other tofu recipe videos, we are big fans of air frying tofu. And we made this recipe in an air fryer. It gets the tofu nice and crispy. However, due to how thin the pieces are, they dry out too quickly. Once they're done, we'll transfer them to a plate and set them aside. Due to the number of tofu pieces, we'll do this in 2 batches. As I mentioned earlier, you can always do this step in advance and store the tofu in the refrigerator or freezer. When you're ready to cook, just add it to the wok with the sauce and heat it through. No need to thaw. Don't discard the remaining oil, we'll use that in the next step. Before bringing everything together, let's make a simple braising sauce. We'll start with 2 tablespoons of gochugaru, or Korean red pepper flakes, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar to help round out the savory and spicy elements, half a teaspoon of salt, and lastly, 1 cup of water. This is a good starting point, but as always, make it your own and adjust the ingredients to how you like it. Now back to our pan over medium-low heat. We'll use the remaining oil and add in the onions and the scallions. And cook them until tender. Should take about 30 to 60 seconds. Then add in the garlic and cook them until lightly caramelized. You'll notice little brown bits sticking to the bottom of the pan. That's called fond. It adds a lot of flavor to the sauce. Next, we'll whisk in the sauce one more time and add it to the pan, giving it a stir to mix all the ingredients and bring it to a boil. We cook this sauce for about a minute or two. This allows for the onions and the garlic mixture to blend harmoniously with the sauce. Before we introduce the tofu, we like to do a taste test. This is perfect. Now we'll add the tofu and stir to coat all the pieces, allowing the tofu pieces to absorb the sauce. We'll let it simmer and toss occasionally for even cooking, until the tofu pieces are tender and the liquid has reduced, concentrating the flavors. DUBU JORIM is a popular Korean bar food because it pairs well with soju, a Korean distilled liquor made from rice or potato starch, making it a favorite for those who enjoy anju, or foods that are consumed with alcohol. Here, we want to let the tofu soak up the sauce, and for the liquid to reduce, to really pump up the flavor. Then top it with sesame seeds and/or roasted sesame oil for a nutty aroma. Now we can turn off the heat because it's time to dig in. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you make this recipe, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And give it a thumbs up to show your love. Also, be sure to subscribe to follow our channel. We upload recipes every week and you don't want to miss out. If you're looking for the full written recipe, check out the video description box below. Or visit us at berryberrylife.com. I enjoy DUBU JORIM over steamed rice, whereas my wife prefers to have them with a side of rice and steamed vegetables. Today, it's bok choy and mushroom stir fry. Check out our recipe for the bok choy mushroom stir fry at the link above. Braised tofu dishes are literally flavor bombs. When you bite into them, they release all of their flavor. Is your mouth watering yet? There you have it, DUBU JORIM, a favorite dish of Korea and soon to be yours in the comfort of your own kitchen. Thank you for watching. Enjoy!